This is KBCI channel on YouTube. I'm down at Valdosta State University, of course, in Valdosta, the city of Lowndes, and the state of Georgia. How you doing? What's your name?
Noll.
We was discussing about the newspaper article that came out today, and of course they have an event here. First of all, what event is this before we get to the newspaper? Can you tell us what we're doing out here today?
Here at VSU, Women and Gender Studies has sponsored a voter registration day here on campus to let young voters get registered and so that they can vote on the election.
Okay, I understand that are you employed here at the university?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what makes you come out today during your lunch break, which is, a day you could be doing other things? What makes you come out today?
Well, as part of Women and Gender Studies, an organization that I work with, Valdosta Women's Voices, has decided to come out today and help get young voters registered.
Okay. And would you tell me a little bit about, well, you explained to me about the dollars. A lot of people talk about the charter schools. Share with us a little bit your views about the charter schools and the possible funding of it, and it's highlighted in the papers today.
Well, there's an amendment on the ballot on November 6th that's going to ask about charter schools. This is not an amendment about improving education. This is not an amendment about even charter schools necessarily, because it's really an amendment about how our schools are funded, the funding of public schools. And right now, our public schools have seen a lot of defunding, a lot of loss of that funding, and our children suffer from that. But this amendment would create a dual school system, a second school system that would be allowed to capture a large amount of our tax monies and would be able to select their students. This amendment number 1, if you vote no on amendment number 1, you'll be supporting our traditional public schools, which boast 162 charters, 162 charter schools in our public school system, with 98,000 students served by them. On Tuesday night, I went to a meeting in Tifton that talked about this, talked about the issue of charter schools. And if you vote no on Amendment 1, you're not saying no to charter schools. You're saying no to special funding for a special school district that would take money away from the students in our public school districts. Our public schools are already struggling. We do not need to take any more money away from them. We need to support. We need to fully fund our public schools so that our students can achieve, so that our students can compete in the marketplace and contribute to the Georgia economy, which depends on well-educated and fully integrated citizens to be economically advanced.
Okay. And what's in the paper that got your interest today, or you was talking to me about? How much money does Walmart, or tell us a little bit about that before we close this out, please.
We have there's a faceless on the front of the Valdosta Daily Times that talks about the faceless enemy. And our faceless enemy that we face is a group of folks from out of state with a lot of money who are sponsoring the advocates for this amendment. They want to see Amendment 1 passed because it would bring about free money for them, tax money that will go to their for-profit schools. And they are supporting it to the tune of $250,000 from one donation alone from the Walton family group. We've also seen, they have also, 96% of the funding that they've received has come from out-of-state sources. And these are for-profit charter school companies that want to get a piece of the action here in Georgia, literally. They want to see our tax dollars going to their shareholders. So vote no on
Okay, and one other thing, so when you mentioned the Waltons, so we are talking about Walmart,
yes,
where
Walmart
we spend our monies at, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So supporting Walmart would be supporting a for-profit school system.
Right, and most of Walmart income, they used to anyway, try to gear it towards the low-income people. And if it's directed toward the low-income people, would not charter schools hurt the low-income people more than the ones who are on the high echelon?
Yes, because the charter schools and select their students. They can select their students, and they found through studies that more charters are serving middle class and suburban families.
Okay, thank you very much, okay? This is George Boston Rhymes on George Boston Rhymes YouTube, and we share this with the general public because we believe in your right to know. Bye-bye, we're gone.